So you're the one who's going to accompany the cat on this guar-brained scheme of his. I hope you realize what you're up against. These traitors in our city have sought to stir up rebellion since the day King Camoran joined the Dominion. So you'd think, but we've never caught any of the traitors. They may not actually be Bosmer at all. Our enemies are always one step ahead of us. Roman doesn't want to believe it, but I think it's obvious there's a spy among the Thalmor. No, we've gone to great pains to keep Razumdar's plans secret. The spy must believe that Iren is really here. There have been rumors that the Maorma plan to raid us, so we've put word out that the Queen has come to make sure the city's safe. Yes, mad as the cat may be, his plan might actually work. The story is that the Queen wants to personally investigate the old Imperial underground. You'll escort her there to meet Astaril, a Thalmor officer we suspect may be a spy. Ha! The cat didn't tell you, did he? No, we can't send any guards. We don't know who we can trust. He thinks the two of you can handle it, though. I don't know if I'd call that confidence or foolhardiness, but I hope Bandar is with you either way.
As soon as Xanador gets the spell right and turns your friend into a queen. Assuming this works, you and Razumdar should leave for the Imperial Underground straight away. Oh, here we go now. It's about time.
Very convincing. But is the illusion applied everywhere? Perhaps this one should take a moment in private to double-check, yes?
There were no miscalculations, I assure you. Now excuse me, I must wash the smell of cat from my robes.
The tree thane may be correct in her suspicion that there is a spy in our midst, but I can assure you with all that he or she is not from within the ranks of the Thalmor.
Raz looks good in this form, but then Raz always looks good. Queen Iren could maybe learn a thing or two from this one. A fair point. Raz, I will keep that in mind. You have spoken with the tree thane then? You understand my genius plan, yes? Yes. There we will find out the truth about this Thalmor officer Astaril. She's quite the beauty, I'm told, but traitors are never what they seem, yes? This one is... No. I'm ready when you are.
I've served the Thalmor for almost 20 years now, as an advisor in the matter of healing arts. Veiled Heritants were using my notes? No. What have I done? I was young and foolish when I wrote these notes. I just wanted to save my wife from a consuming plague. Oh, I should have destroyed them then. I will destroy them now. Thank you. Thank you for returning my journal to me. It pains me to think that it ended up in the wrong hands.
This one is counting on you to watch her back. Astril, is that you?
Yes. Come closer, my queen. I have something for you.
What is this?
A gift in memory of Prince Naaman. Vice-Reeve Peladil sends his regards.
You will die, and the true King of Alinor will rise again.
Well, that hurt. Raz will be fine. A few burns will not kill this one. But for the moment, he thinks you should press on alone. You must catch Asteril and find out where Peladil is hiding. She used some kind of magic to escape, but it was not a portal, so she cannot have gone far. She must still be here, somewhere in these tunnels. Raz heard sounds of fighting. Did you catch up with Asteril? Were you able to question her about Peladil? Dark moons. If Asteril got away, we will have to track her down. And the Veiled Heritance is here? That is troubling. Razumdar suspected a few might have come, but he did not expect them to be here in any numbers. Some of Razumdar's contacts warned him that the Veiled Heritance was not putting all its hopes on Prince Naaman, that they had backup plan. Naaman is dead. This must be backup plan. Possibly. If they cannot rule the Dominion, perhaps they would destroy it by attacking Valenwood. But Raz would not have thought the Heritance could muster enough manpower. Let us go. We must tell Trithain Fariel what we have learned.
If what Razumdar says is true, the city of Woodhearth owes you a debt. Of course, if the city's attacked and destroyed, that won't be worth much. Maybe we can prevent that. The cat said you found orders from Vice-Reeve Peladil. Can I see them? Damn! This proves that Peladil is planning something here. Something even bigger than killing the Queen. I'm glad you brought it to light. I just hope it's not too late for us to do something about it. There's something about Peladil's orders. The reference to Astral seems strange, and a Roman still refuses to believe she betrayed us. Either way, Astral's the key to unraveling this mess. We need to question her and find out what she knows. Well, if she hasn't realized we're onto her, we might be able to catch her by surprise. She might be down at the Thalmor residence right now. I assume a Roman will want to be there when you confront her. The three of you should go quickly, though. Even if Astral's fled the city, you might be able to find some clues about Peladil's plans in her quarters. Let's hope you find something, because otherwise, we don't have much to go on. Not much, really. I heard he just followed Prince Naaman around like a little lost puppy. Now he runs off with Naaman's body, steals the Staff of Magnus, and takes charge of the Veld Inheritance. It seems this puppy might have a bite after all.
This is preposterous. Astral has risked her life for the Dominion more times than I can count. She is one of my best officers. I refuse to believe this irresponsible slander until I have spoken with her myself. You must understand, one doesn't become a Thalmor agent until their loyalty is proven beyond question. If Astral confesses, or if we find substantial proof, I will admit I was wrong. Until then, I remain extremely skeptical. This is Thalmor business, and I am going to the Thalmor residence to confront Astral myself. You are welcome to accompany me if you choose. You see? It's clear that Astral has been dead for some time, so she cannot have been the one you saw in the Imperial tunnels. I told you, say what you will about the Thalmor, but we do not have traitors in our midst. Her death troubles me greatly, but the integrity of the Thalmor is of greater concern, and I am pleased to be proven right in that respect. With that concern behind us, we can finally start searching for the true source of this treachery. Undoubtedly, it was the same person that assumed her likeness and attempted to assassinate the Queen, Razumdar. Speaking of the cat, it seems he may have found something.
This one looks forward to pouncing upon an unsuspecting Peladil. This nonsense is becoming tiresome.
Bringing a book for travel is well worth the pack space. Shame they're so heavy.
There could be some useful evidence down here. Let us look closely before moving on. Astaril had a sister? A twin, perhaps? That would explain much. Raz suspects these tunnels will reveal the rest.
Perfect. My favorite people. The very faces of my failure. And now you've tracked me down just to watch me die? You're just like my sister and the rest of the Thalmor. No sympathy whatsoever. Funny you should ask. I was wondering the same thing. Then I realized he lured me here so his assassins could kill me. This is my reward for my loyal service. A blade in my gut, and a nice cold tomb. Planning? Oh, he's well past that point. As we speak, his armies are storming the shore, up at Seaside Sanctuary. Once they've got a foothold there, they'll conquer all of Valenwood. And there's not a damn thing you can do about it. Of course not. They're just one prong of the mighty trident with which Peladil will smite the Dominion. He signed a treaty with the Malma, and with the staff of Magnus he's going to raise an army of undead. Yes, your days are numbered, all right. It's simple enough. The Sea Elves have always coveted these shores. If they help Peladil dismantle the Dominion, he's agreed to give them Valenwood. It's not like these damn Bosma have done anything other than cause us trouble. You mean elsewhere? Far as I know, Peladil doesn't even care. He just wants the Somerset Isles. I don't even think he wants to rule them himself. As long as they're ruled by someone other than Naaman's sister. Of course. Who better to lead an undead army than an undead prince? And if Peladil brings him back, Naaman will be bound by the Vicereeve's will. And no longer will Peladil need to worry about the prince making bad decisions. Ha! Peladil says he's under no illusions about that fact. But he still gets rather glossy-eyed when speaking about Naaman. I suspect he still harbors some hope that the prince will play a role in the future he has envisioned. Irene is a false queen. And the Aldmeri Dominion is a pathetic joke. Nothing can change that fact, even Peladil turning on me. I'd gladly sacrifice my life to bring about the Dominion's downfall. It means my life was worth something. Having her as a twin was torture. While she climbed the ranks of the Thalmor, I was perceived as a failure. When Peladil recruited me, it was my turn to shine. I have no regrets. In the end, Asterel and I both lost our lives for the cause. Just leave me to die. I wouldn't accept your help, and you'd be better off not offering. It's too late. He can't be stopped.
Eyes open, my friend. We are not out of this yet.
Razumdar explained how we were fooled by Lauril. I wish I had time to show proper gratitude, but he also told me that an army of Maormer, led by Vicereeve Peladil, is making landing on our shores. Is this true? Damn. Honestly, I rather hoped he misheard. I suppose that's rarely the case. Very well then. I will muster the city's defenses, but there is only so much we can do. I'm certainly glad you're here. You and Razumdar may be our best hope. You should get to Seaside Sanctuary as soon as possible. If we strike the Maormer hard enough there, we might be able to drive them back out to sea before they get a foothold on the shore. I'll send anyone I can spare, but the city comes first. There is an outpost at the sanctuary with a few soldiers, if it hasn't been overrun. Go through the Serpent's Grotto and look for Major Serenway. She's the commanding officer.
Razumdar simply cannot believe a little weasel like Paladil could come up with such a genius plan. But we will find a way to stop him. This one will make his own way to Seaside Sanctuary. He will see you there.
Divines protect you, just as you protected our honored keepers.
Quality merchandise.
So many elves. It is almost unbearable.
This one sells a wide variety of meats and also plants for those of delicate digestion.
The Khajiit are a marvelous people. I'm blessed by this opportunity to enjoy their company. One of many atrocities my misguided people have wrought on this peerless race of unmatched predators. The Khajiit are my brothers, my true people. Those Dunmer who still keep slaves are heartless fools. If you ask me, they should all be hanged. Yes, I was cruelly born without a tail, without claws, but I know where I belong. If I can just find the right mixture, I can fix that. Then all those fools in Mournhold will see that they were wrong.
Well? Bosmer brew is poison. Mead from the guts of insects. Blah!
Foolish Mantir. What exactly do you think is going to happen to you, You strike an imposing figure, friend. And you look like you might not be shy about using it to make a little coin, yes? I've got a little problem, and I think the answer just stepped onto this balcony. The boss offers certain services here in Woodheart. As expected, such services are not free. One called Mantir owes the boss a cut of his profits, but is holding out now that his payment is due. This one means to collect, one way or the other. Only certain kinds of people profit from war. Mantir has benefited particularly, even as we are spread thin. In such times, we often employ outsiders. Collect the payment from Mantir, and a cut of it is yours. Simple, yes? There are unscrupulous shopkeepers in Woodhearth, but Adaishir is not one of them.
There will always be good meat and a shady tree for our friends, but it is getting a little crowded around here.
This one wonders how long the Bosmer welcome will last.
I'm quite busy at the moment, sorry. I'll be lucky if this hall allows me to keep myself fed, much less pay off my debts. Please, leave me to my work. Ah, not this again. Look, run along and tell those flea-bitten cats that I'll have their coin as soon as possible. It isn't my fault that damn clever Farwin nicked it right out from under my nose. Yes, no need to rub it in. I don't know how she managed it, but she must be quite skilled. Too bad she doesn't understand what a mess she's landed me in now with a fat cat and his pets. I mean the majestic Bashira and his cohort. You can try. I don't think it'll do any good. Right, a theft and all that. The act was artfully done, right in front of my eyes, and yet I had no idea. By right, she owns my property until she makes a demand of me in return, and I agree to a price for the return of what was stolen. Ah, good. I look forward to our next meeting.
You're a bit forward coming into my home in such a manner. Something you need? Manthea's in trouble with the fat cat? I didn't know that. Well, he can have it back all right, but by right of theft I demand something in return. I can't believe he hasn't come to ask me himself yet. Easy. I just want him to marry me. Divines know. He's avoided me long enough. Of course. I hoped he'd come to me, but then he always was a hard-headed one. Let's go. Ah, how exciting. I wonder if I should have washed my hair first. Nah. Hello again, Manthea. Fine day this, don't you think?
Yes, let's get on with it. Make your demand, Farwin.
Surely you know by now. I want us to be married. I will return the coin I stole in exchange.
I thought as much. So I must marry you or be gutted by the fat cat's thugs. Ugh, very well. I, Manthea, acknowledge that you, Farwin, rightfully stole my coin, and in exchange for its return, I agree to marry you.
I'm so happy you feel the same way.
Well, I hope you're happy. What's the phrase? Out of the kettle and into oblivion? Shackled for life to Farwin. I wouldn't overstate things, but here is the gold I owe. Take it back to those mangy cats and tell them I have no more need of their services. My ledger's clear.
Thank you for helping Manthea see how much he loves me. You are the best.
What?
You return, and with the gold, yes? We'll see about that. But you have done as was asked, and will have your gold as we agreed. The noble Bashira appreciates your service and your discretion. That is all for now. If we have need of you in the future, do not doubt this one will find you.
What is it? We should have expected as much from him. Thinks he's above all the rest. Careful. Sure, you look like you can handle yourself, but this place is full of unscrupulous rats. Especially Angor. Bastard thinks he can get away with ripping me off. Say, you interested in helping me settle accounts? For pay, of course. See this Seahawk over there? That's Angor's ship. From the looks of it, I'm not the only one he's pissed off. Dominion guards have been poking around there too. He must be in with some real scum. Angor was supposed to sell me a shipment of Somerset silk, but he pulled a switch. Left me with nothing but a crate full of rags and a dumb look on my face. Bring me the silk out of the Seahawk's hold. You'll be paid when I see the goods.
Is it true the Aldmer built an entire city of stone to the east in a matter of a few short years?
I'll soon be heading back to my homeland of Somerset. Are you interested in passage? We've room for more.
We can find room, depending on your destination.
Stop me.
Any luck? Excellent. I wish I could see the look on Angor's face when I take these to market. I bought them fair, after all. Thank you for your help. Here's what I owe you. Unlike Angor, I keep to a deal. These should fetch some good coin here in Woodhearth. Thanks again.
What do you want?
Every port needs a gifted woodworker, especially if it's a proper naval yard. There's always work to be done, so let's make this quick, huh?
Bet the dead of Tanzel.
There will always be good meat in a shady tree.
never have enough of that.
It's a hard life traveling with your wares. I imagine that is why few do it.
That troll can't have gotten far. Damn troll, got away again. Impossible to kill. You really got yourself in it this time, Ladronor. I'm a member of the Hounds. Maybe you heard of us? Sport hunters mainly, although sometimes people hire us to do the occasional good deed. Like killing a troll that's been terrorizing other hunters. Unfortunately, the troll got the better of me. It won't be easy, but you look like you can handle yourself. Do you know how to track? Crouch low to the ground and look carefully. You'll see signs of the troll's passing. Track it and kill it, and bring me its arm as proof. You're alive. Does that mean... Did you kill the troll? Well, that's a relief. I couldn't have lived with myself if it had killed you. You'd make a pretty good hound, you know. Thanks. Legend in the Hounds is that there was a wood elf named Horace who was the best tracker there ever was. I think you might be in competition for the title now. A legendary hound. He's obsessed with this mythical Sench, and his hunting companions never return. I heard he was near Veront Morass.
Unless you're here to help us, I'd ask that you be on your way. I swear, Zoxus himself has it in for me, or this is his idea of a joke. I've been complaining about how serving in the Guard is a waste of my abilities, and now we're in a crisis that demands my skills, and I'm woefully out of my depth. The damned seals are attacking, both the sanctuary and the grotto. They must have known about this place. A massive sea serpent has been bound here for centuries in the pool above us, and now a Marama mage has broken the seals holding it. I don't know. All I've been able to decipher is the seals were created with blood magic. If you kill the Marama and infuse this blood rune with life energy, you might be able to repair the seals. But there's more to it. I need to keep reading. If this works, I'll owe the gods an apology. Fill the blood rune and then use it on the 3 seals. After that, we'll have to deal with the binding pool. Hopefully, I'll have figured this out by then. I'll meet you up at the gate to the pool. Ask then, but be quick. If that serpent gets free, it'll destroy everything on the western shore of Valenwood, including Woodhearth. The seals are actually small pools of water. Elaine, Ralos, and Valir. They're named after those who sacrificed their lives to bind the serpent. That's all I know. Don't know how the mage broke them, or if the blood rune can really repair them. From what I've read, it sounds like that might not be possible. This is no ordinary sea serpent. The text refers to it as the Great Serpent. I don't know what that means, but apparently binding it here was the only way to stop it. I only know that he's very powerful. When our scouts approached him, he burnt them to cinders with the flick of his wrist. I suspect he also knew about this place beforehand, and he probably studied up on the seals, and on the serpent. Again, I'm only guessing here, but I read that the Marama were once able to command such creatures. It scares the oblivion out of me to even consider it, but what if their mages have rediscovered such magic? You mean, did I just happen to be carrying one around? No. I found it with this text, and I'm proud to say I actually knew what it was. I've read a good bit about blood runes. Kind of a morbid fascination, I suppose. that? The Marima mage had activated the barrier on this door to block us from getting to the binding pool, but I figured out how to break it. What about you, though? Did you repair the seals? We have to go out to the binding pool and channel the energy to rebind the serpent. I've read everything I can, but this is old, wild magic. I don't know if I can do this. And if the Marima mage is out there, well, I certainly can't defeat him. All right. If this works and you are able to defeat the Marima mage, I'll need you to do one more thing. When I say the word, use the blood rune to activate the final seal. That's it. All right. We can do this. Yes. All right. Let's go! Ifre's bones! What in oblivion is he doing? We have to stop him! Hurry! I'll begin the rebinding spell. You take care of that mage! Saint's sweet mercy. We did it! The serpent's bound again! First off, I have to say I'm sorry to the gods for ever doubting them. Second, I promise I will never say that guard duty is beneath my abilities again. Never. I think I've done all I can. You're pretty tough. Tougher than me, at least. You may be ready for the next fight, but I'm going to need a few minutes. Go on, though. With you on our side, this whole Marima thing will be over quick, I imagine. You know, at first, this wild magic and the seals here seemed completely incomprehensible, but I think I understand how it works now. In fact, I think I'll poke around here for a little bit before I leave.
Well, no, I guess it wouldn't. Maybe they should try that.
Nothing wrong with a little opportunistic harvesting.
This is not good. This is not good at all. These trees are unfamiliar, and there are spriggans and lurchers everywhere. Everything. I've lived in this forest my whole life, but I've never seen it so angry. Spriggans and lurchers everywhere, and a grove I've never seen before. It's hard to explain. I grew up here. It's a peaceful place, but now it feels troubled. There's a priest investigating in the middle of the grove. Talk to him. I'm getting out of here.
Please, don't bother me. This warding spell is quite complex, and if I don't finish it soon, there'll be nothing to stop the impending invasion. You see the spriggans and lurchers everywhere? They feel it. The coming invasion. Daedra, I am the last priest of the Wooded Eye. We were charged with protecting this grove, but the wards have failed. We have failed. Intruders, greedy for power, broke the wards and attacked my fellow priests. I can't defend against the coming Daedric invasion alone. I need your help restoring the wardstones while I complete the warding spell, or Daedra will overrun this place. They're on the high ground surrounding the grove. There are 3 of them. Please, hurry. We've not much time. The wardstones surround the grove. They are powered by magicka. I'm a priest of the Wooded Eye. The last priest, from the look of things. Can't say I'm happy about it. Get here? It's always been here. How to explain? It exists, but to most people it blends seamlessly into the forest. You can't see it unless you're woven into the wards, or you figure out a way to break them. It'll make this grove once again invisible to all except those who know where to look, or who are woven into the warding. Oof, them. One of them looked like he'd seen livelier days. The other just looked shifty. Both Altmer, I think. too close. They nearly had us that time. The wards will keep the Daedra bound for now, but I'm still not sure how they managed to break them. We need to investigate Ilmyris. Ah, yes. Perhaps I wasn't exactly forthright. This grove exists to conceal the Cradle of Ilmyris, a library of secret knowledge. The Wooded Eye are its guardians. We serve the Woodland Man. You might know him as Hermamora. Yes, a Daedric prince. But the only reason the Daedra are bound here is to keep this place hidden. Ordinarily, they pose no threat. They broke their bonds when the intruders destroyed the wards, and now they threaten all of Greenshade. I do not know the mechanism myself, but Saramir, the caretaker of the Vault of Memories inside the Cradle of Ilmyris, he'd know, if he's still alive. Yeah, well, this crisis transcends religious differences, don't you think? I want to secure the Grove. You don't want Greenshade to be destroyed. Binding the Daedra is good for both of us. The spirits of Daedra supply magicka to the wards. It's all very complicated. The important thing is that you find Saramir and learn how to bind the Daedra permanently.